Good morning, students. Today we are learning about specific heat of substances, right? To understand the specific heat of any substance, we need to do one activity. In this activity, we take a large jar with water and heat it up to 80 degrees Celsius. Now, take two identical boiling test tubes. Identical means same boiling test tubes with a single hold cocks. One of them is filled with 50 grams of water and other with 50 grams of oil, both at a room temperature. Now, insert two thermometers through holes of the corks as shown in the figure. One each into two test tubes. Now clamp them to a retard stand and place them in a jar of hot water as shown in the figure. Now we observe the readings of thermometers for every 3 minutes and note the readings in the notebook. Here we get one question. In which test tube does the temperature rise quickly? One more question. Are the amounts of heat given to the water and oil same? Yes, we believe that the same amount of heat is supplied to the water and oil because they are kept in the jar of hot water for the same interval of time. Here, clearly we observe that the rate of rise in temperature of the oil is higher than that of the rise in temperature of the water. I repeat, here the rate of rise in temperature of the oil is higher than that of the rise in temperature of the water. Why does this happen? Simple. See here, by observing all these things, we can conclude that the rate of rise in temperature depends on the nature of the substance is taken. Repeat. Here we conclude that the rate of rise in temperature depends on the nature of the substance taken. Dear students, to understand specific heat of any substance easily, we need to do one more activity. In this activity, first of all, we take two beakers of equal volume and take 250 grams of water in one beaker and 1 kg of water in another beaker. Now we note down their initial temperatures by using thermometers. Now heat both beakers till the temperatures of the water in the two beakers rises to 60 degrees Celsius. Now what we have to do? We have to note down the heating times required to raise the temperature of the water up to 60 degrees Celsius in each beaker. Here we get one question. Which beaker needed more time? Right? We will notice that we need more time to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water when compared to 250 grams of water. That means we need to supply more heat energy to the greater quantity of water than lesser quantity of water for getting same change in temperature. To get same change in temperature, we have to supply more heat energy to the greater quantity of water than lesser quantity of water, right? To get same change in the temperature, the amount of heat absorbed by a substance is directly proportional to its mass. That means Q is directly proportional to M. Here, change in temperature is constant. That means delta T is constant. Right. Next we take 1 liter of water in a beaker and heat it over a constant flame. Now note the temperature changes. That means delta T for every 2 minutes. What do we notice here? We will notice that the change in the temperature rise with the time constant. Right? Here time is constant for every 2 minutes now. That means for the same mass of water, the change in the temperature is proportional to the amount of heat absorbed by it. What I am saying is, for the same mass of water, the change in the temperature is directly proportional to amount of heat absorbed by it, right? That means Q is directly proportional to delta T. Here mass is constant, right? Here two equations are there. Q is directly proportional to M. Q is directly proportional to delta T. From these two equations we get Q is directly proportional to M delta T. That means Q equal to, what is Q? The amount of heat absorbed, right? Q equal to ms delta T, where S is constant for a given substance. This constant is known as specific heat of the substance. Here S equal to, the specific heat S equal to Q by M delta T. Right. How can we define the specific heat of any substance? Right. The specific heat of substance is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of the substance by 1 degree centigrade. Here, the specific heat of substance is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 unit mass. Here 1 unit mass is nothing but 1 gram or 1 kg, right? Substance by 1 degree Celsius. Right. What are the units for specific heat? The Celsius unit of specific heat is calorie gram degree Celsius, right? Calorie per gram degree Celsius. And SI unit is joule per kg Kelvin. Here, what is the relation between calorie and joule? 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius equal to 1 kilocalorie per kg Kelvin. That means 4.186 into 10 power, that means 4.186 into 10 cube joule per kg Kelvin. Means 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. Here some specific heat values of different substances are given, right? Lead, mercury, brass, zinc, copper, etc., right? Once you check it, I hope you have understood. Thank you.